Holy smokes, just finished a read aloud with my students today, and I'm going to book talk that book for you right now. The book, The Unteachables, by master middle grade storyteller Gordon Korman. Let's talk about this book. Are you ready? Let's go. The Unteachables is the story of 7 students in classroom SCS8, which is a classroom for the kids that nobody can handle, that nobody wants, the kids that are called by the school the Unteachables. In this story, Gordon Korman weaves a beautiful yarn of this classroom and their transformation. The classroom is led by Mr. Kermit, who 22 years ago was part of a cheating scandal in his classroom where one of the students found the state test or the national test or some standardized test and sold it. And it looked at first like they had the smartest classroom in all the land and they won all these prizes, and they found out that this student cheated and all the kids cheated. And so it's this huge black eye on Mr. Kermit, and he hasn't been the same teacher since. It ruined his engagement. It ruined his passion towards teaching. It truly ruined his life. And he's just been sort of going through the motions for multiple decades. And he was the best teacher. He was one of the best teachers at this school. And this moment ruined teaching for him. So the school's given him this awful classroom. They've given him the classroom that nobody wants. They figure these kids are done anyway. Let's put him with Mr. Kermit. We don't want anything to do with him. And Mr. Kermit just sits and reads a crossword puzzle and doesn't pay any attention to these kids. He doesn't want to have anything to do with it. He's trying to bide his time to the end of the year so he can get early retirement and be done with teaching forever. But it's amazing what can happen in a classroom with kids. Amazing kids who people have given up on, but maybe they shouldn't have because they are so special. And with Mr. Kermit and the teacher next door who has kind of a crazy identity when you figure out who she is and how she ended up here. So you have this amazing next door teacher, and you have Mr. Kermit, who used to be an amazing teacher, and you have 7 kids who just don't realize that they're amazing yet and what can happen over the course of a semester. A little bit of school magic. I love this book. I loved reading it with my kids. They cheered. I tried not to cry, but I cried a little. It was just so fantastic experiencing it with them. We read like 30 pages today. We usually read about 10 to 15, but we just kept reading and reading and reading. We had to finish it. If you're looking for a great read aloud, if you're looking for just a fun story, an amazing story, a story to give you hope about kids and education and what those things are and what they truly are supposed to be about, I highly recommend The Unteachables by Gordon Korman. Have an awesome day. Happy reading.